Right boys, welcome to another video. If you want me to see more videos like this, whether it's a tier maker, I review a card off stream, or you want more off stream footage, just give us a shout in comments or whatnot. I know this isn't going to get a lot of traction, but you know, I'm going to start pumping videos out like this and people want to keep watching them, fair enough. But today we do have every SBC card in a tier maker. So we've got like FUT Birthday, Road to the Finals, some of them, Team of the Group Stage, Flashbacks, FUT Birthday, FUT Freeze, all sorts, one to watch is included. So yeah, we'll jump straight into it, on to the... I don't know what to start off with, to be honest. I think we can do FUT Birthday to start off with, just because... I'll show you all the cards. We've got Road to the Final there, the Champions League, we've got Player Moments, some Showdown cards down here as well, Players of the Months. But to start off with, I might do the FUT Birthdays here. So the tiers that we've got is my Bumford. I'll play the clip from Bateson.
Is obviously going to be none other than Benzia. Now Benzia is my fucking bumfiddle.
We've got that class from Pieface.
Oh, let's go! That's class!
Then the 50-50, which is basically like in between. Like, it might have been half decent price, but it's a bad card. Or like the opposite way around, might be a good card, but a little bit more expensive. So that's the middle. Then on the edge is like, you should have done it, but it was just too expensive. Then we got Dog Water at the bottom. I just thought I'll take a bit of inspiration from Danny Adams. I will leave his channel in the description if you do. What you obviously watch him already, but I'll still put it in there. Starting off with, we do have Vidal. Now, I know a lot of people did him. But Renato Sanchez did come out after for maybe like 50k more or like 40k more. But he's a very good card to link with the FUT Birthday Perisic on the market. We'll put him in that class. Then we do have an Ozil, which a lot of people did do. But for me, this is my personal opinion. I would put him in 50-50. Just because if you didn't do the Podolski, which I'm going to pair him with, there were no real reason. Unless you got loads of German players in your squad. Then there's no real reason to do these cards. We've got Royce here, which... To be honest with you, I'm glad I didn't do him. It was very expensive. I think around 500-600k maybe. But I haven't done it personally, so I will drop him down to that class actually. I'll move him down one. But yeah, he has done me in on champs a lot. And Gala, I was really thinking about doing this card. I can't lie to you, but I was saving up the Renato Sanchez. And let's just say Renato Sanchez is clear. But the Mangala, well, I don't know where to put him. I'll put him 50-50, just because he were a little bit expensive, but he's very easy to link. Like you can link into Varane, Mendy, obviously the French link, Lloris in there as well. There's so many links he can do. Kondogbia, I'm just going to put him there because I don't really see anybody using him, to be honest with you. And obviously you got Vidal and Renato Sanchez to do as well. I'm not sure how much Kondogbia came out to, but if you did do him, let me know. I haven't really seen this card or come up against him, so I can't really give you a verdict on him. Now, Eric Bailly, Dog Water. Personally, just because of his pace, I'm pretty sure his acceleration is just not there. I might be wrong. I ain't got the stats up. I'm just looking at the cards. But for me personally, there's just no real reason to this card unless you're a United fan. Moving on. Javinho, I'm pretty sure he was like 200k. I'll put him on 50-50. You know, you can link him. He's a good Serie A link. You get Tio Hernandez left back. You can link him to him. You can get the Vidal as well. You can link him to him as well. Is it Palacio? I think we've got Palacio. A lot of people seem to have done him. So, and he's come up. I've come up against him quite a lot, to be fair, and it does look quite good. So we'll put him in that class. And then moving on to I believe, the last FUT Birthday card, which is bloody Renato Sanchez. And he's a right little baller. If you didn't do him, boys, unlucky. That's all I'm saying. He was a bit of coin, but he is my bumfiddle. He is my bumfiddle. Put it that way.
Now Benzia is my fucking bumfiddle.
He is my bumfiddle. Anyway, that's what Basin said anyway. What else do we have? What should we start off with now? We've got a lot of flashback cards that were quite decent this year. We've had a good flashback year, I'm pretty sure. Aguero, for me, starting off strong. Wow, yeah, he's a very good striker. He's a very good striker. To be honest with you, if you had more pace and do you know what? If you just had a bit more pace, he'd be like Mbappe from the Prem, to be honest with you. Obviously, I know the work rates might not match up and the skill moves, but he loves to finish a goal. I'll put it that way. Moving on to Alessandrini. I'll say it's that's class. I did end up using him in an SBC. for a bit of fodder, but I did use him for quite a while on the right-hand side with Mbappe, matching them two up.
Oh, let's go! That's class!
Ben Arthur, I'm just going to put him on the edge, just because he were an half-decent card, but if we do move along to the foot freeze, you got an Aura there. Where is he gone? He's there. 86 rated Aura. I don't know how to pronounce his name. We move on. But yeah, Ben Arthur was the cheaper version, who came out like 2 days after, I'm pretty sure. So we'll put Ben Arthur on the edge because he's half-decent price, half-decent card. Cavani. I've played a little bit with him on somebody else's account, so I can't give you a full verdict. I haven't played like a weekend league with him. I'll put him on the edge just because he was very expensive, and I don't think the stats really add up to his price. That's all I'm going to say on it. El Shawari, that's class, just because I've come up against him and he loves to la cricketa, he loves to flip-flap, he does all sorts against me. Finesses it from his own box. He bloody loves a goal. Joa, I'll put it on 50-50. I've heard good things and bad things for him, but some people could argue that's class just because of his price. I think you're around about 120k. For a 91 rated keeper, you could test him in net. If he weren't your cup of tea, whack him into an SBC. I'll put him in that's class because I have come up against him and he has done some decent saves. Hernandez, just for the culture, we'll put him in 50-50. It were a good, decent little card. I think he were 3-star, 3-star, or maybe 3-star, 5-star. 4-star, sorry. But for 89 rated, I don't know how expensive he were, but I know a lot of people did him just for the flashback culture, to link him mainly to, again, Higuain, another MLS link in the SBC department. I mean, to be honest with the Higuain, you could have linked him to Aguero. You You got Moments Dybala, that were a good card to do as well. You do have a lot of people got Maradona out of their icon pack, so you know it's a good link there as well. Khedira, I'm gonna be honest, boys, I haven't used him. I'll use that's class if I haven't used them, but if I have used them and I know how good they are, I'll put them in my bum fiddle because Bateson loves it. But Khedira, he was for a very long time, he was a strong link to Ronaldo, I'm pretty sure, because obviously Ronaldo's moved to Juve, so. For how much he were and how good his card was, I'm guessing it were good in game. I never really come up against him, but I know a lot of people used him who come into stream and told me about him. But he does link to Ronaldo. Now moving on to Koscielny, I'm gonna put him in 50-50 because I haven't really seen him, but I know a lot of people said he were half decent. And with being League 1 and French, I know a lot of people do the Varane and Mendy, and then they get like Courtois in net. They go mad with links and whatnot. So apparently this Koscielny was good in game. I have come up against him and he was very good. I'll say that to say the least. He was very good. And then if you do look down here, we do have a perfect link. I'm not going to play the clip. I'm not taking Danny Aaron's thing. But yeah, just for the purpose of the video. If you did do Ben Arthur flashback and Koscielny, it would be a triple link. Moving on to Cruz, I'm going to put him in bum fiddle. No, I'm not. I'm going to put him in that's class because I were supposed to do him because I do use him for Varane. I've got him untradeable. We move on. But I did need a CDM. And now that Moments Essien has come out, I'm thinking of working towards him and replacing Fer in the team. But Cruz, he was very good rating for one if you didn't want to keep him. I don't know why you spent that much on an 83 rated card. But if you did use him, and again you didn't like him, you could use him in an SBC. Now Ribery, I'm putting him in dog water. For 1 point something mil with that card, yes, he might have good stats, he might have ridiculous weak foot or skill moves or work rates. But for me, if you're paying for when this came out, and like if you compare him to these FUT birthday cards, like the Renato Sanchez was like 500 or 600k, might have been 650. Compared to a mil, I know one plays on the wing, one plays in the middle, but I guess if you compare the stats and you just realistically just looking at this card just weren't worth it. Moving on to the Robin side of things for the flashback, a lot of people use this card with Kleiber, wherever Kleiber is, but I know a lot of people did like him. I come up against him quite a lot, but I'm going to move him to 50-50 because of his weak foot alone. Just because you can show him to your right all you want, but as soon as he does get onto his left, 9 times out of 10 it's going in, let's be honest. But he's very easy to predict what he's going to do in game. Flashback Ronaldo, I'm just going to put it in that's class.
Oh, let's go! That's class!
Just because if it is a cheaper version of Ronaldo, obviously you're not getting the weak foot, you're not getting the same pace or you know, the same shooting or the same stats, but it is a flashback version of Ronaldo if people did want to use him this year and couldn't afford the 92 rated, I believe he is this year. But moving on to Witsel, to be honest with you, again, I haven't really come up against him, so I'll say on the edge because he has got a very good card, don't get me wrong, but that early on in the game, I don't really think a lot of people wanted to do him just because he were a little bit expensive. Yes, he did have a good card, but that early on in the game, you want to keep your fodder for like a really good card that comes out that'll be overpowered, and I didn't really see a lot of people use him. Now, this Traore, I'm going to put him in 50-50 because I haven't really used him, but I hate coming up against him. He's a really good card. I know a lot of pros use him this year as well, so I'm just basically going to say 50-50. I'm guessing he were a little bit expensive just because obviously it's Adama Traore. And the other side of it, with the foot freeze promo, they did move a few positions, I believe. So, him being left back obviously brings, you know, the tier list down for him. Now, I don't know this guy's name. Is it... What's this guy's name? Anyway, the right back Argentina guy, I did see him in the what's it called? I'm going to put him on the edge in the SBCs. I'm going to put him on the edge just because there's not many good right backs from the Serie A, and he's got half decent stats, and I don't think he was too expensive. But I'm just going to move on from him. You know, he's an half decent card for the price of it as well. Now, Aura, you were my bum fiddle for quite a long time, paired up with Mbappe.
Bum fiddle.
Let's be honest. These, you know, if you're from the league and you're French and you got an half decent card, you're going to use Mbappe with him, let's be honest, and maybe Neymar. With a finesse shot trait, he did score some screamers, I will put it that way. I think he were a bit of coin. Don't get me wrong. But on the other side of it, he did perform in game, so there you go. Bailey from Leverkusen. Yeah, not really much to say about him. On the edge, half decent card, half decent price, but it's just not for me, to be honest with you, boys. On the other side of it, Firmino, bang. I know a lot of pros use him. He's just very expensive for that state of card. If you waited a few months, you could have done Renato Sanchez. Done deal. I'm just going to move on from him. Gaia, again, I know a lot of people used his loan for managerial masterpiece and stuff, but I think he has 3-star weak foot or maybe 2-star weak foot. I'm not too sure, but yeah, you're not using this card on weekend league, boys. Now, to be honest with you, we're going to finish off with a foot freeze, but I'm just going to get these two cards out of the way. I'm just going to put them both there, and we move on.
Ooh, you're hard.
You know, Bray, I'm going to put him here. He's very good in game. I haven't used him. I've done quite a few of these cards, boys, but obviously the foot freeze ones, I'm pretty sure I only did. Overall, I'm pretty sure. But Gnabry is a bit of a baller. Obviously, what cards came out? I think Player of the Month. Obviously, this Tolisso came out. You could link him to him. Jean Victor, I'm going to put him in middle. Again, not seeing a lot of people use him. He did look decent. And I'm guessing he weren't that expensive, but I just don't think people really wanted him for the style of his card. Lima or Lima or whatever you want to call him. I'm going to put him on the edge. But a lot of these cards, boys, you're going to hear me say the same thing. I didn't see a lot of people with him. I've played a lot of games of FIFA, don't get me wrong, rivals and champs. But this card, if you waited maybe a couple weeks, you could have got a better one. I know I know you're waiting and you need a card there and then. It might have been half decent to do. But with how expensive this card were, it would actually depend if you did him or not. Lala, I'm just going to put him down here, boys. I'm pretty sure he's weak foot's dog, and he's a right mid. Realistically, if it was a right back and he had maybe a 3-star weak foot again, I probably would have done him, to be honest with you. But this Marquinhos, if you did have Neymar, you were sorted new enough all year. I've used him a couple of times on Tyler's account. He does look very, very saucy. Obviously, it's a good link to Neymar. I'm pretty sure it's a triple link as well. Navas, I'm just going to whack him there. Wan-Bissaka, whack him there. Politano, I did use him. It was very good. Moving on from Navas and Wan-Bissaka, by the way, just not needed, are they? Just not needed. Politano, very good. I did use him for an SBC for an icon pack, I'm pretty sure, where we got mid-Dino, so that paid off. But yeah, it was a good striker from the Serie A. You could link into Ronaldo, Chucky Lozano, which is not an SBC. He's actually on the market, Chucky Lozano. But with a finesse shot trait, decent. With that being said, I'm actually going to move on to the future. No, I'll put Ital, actually, just because he's the only one from the road to the final, Europa League, sorry. I'm going to put him on in the middle, just because he didn't get upgraded. If he got upgraded a little bit, you know, we move. It'd have been half decent. It would have been half decent. Rian Brewster, bottom. A lot of these cards I was going to sift through. These guys, I don't think anybody did him. I can't lie. Wang Yi-Chan. Don't think he needed. He's got a foot birthday. Didn't get an inform. Good price, though. Good price. So I'll put him on the edge. Matuidi again. injured. Rodriguez, again, not needed. Thiago, good fodder. And Tonali, I'm going to put him there as well, just because of the price of the SBC. Now, to Debo, pretty sure a lot of people have done him, and he's very, very saucy. And again, if this at all got upgraded, you could use these two in game as well. Now, these two cards have actually been upgraded by one. And there's David. Yeah, I've not used him, but I've come up against him. And I know this card is absolutely clear. With Dzeko, I don't know how expensive he was. So I'm going to put him on 50-50. He's 90 rated now. But I know this David Neres, boys. He's very good. And he plays like Neymar in game. He's very, very good. Tolisso obviously got upgraded by 2. We'll whack him on that class. And then this Kaya, I'm going to put him in the same one. Even though he didn't get upgraded, he's just a tanking game. Now, this Milinkovic-Savic, I'm pretty sure he's a 90 rated at the moment. And I'm going to put him in that class just because he's had a very good season. And that card is just going to continue to go up. Same with this Mahrez. I'm going to put him in that my little bum fiddle. Just because he's a bit of a baller. And he just keeps getting upgraded. And is for the price of the SBC, mental. Now, with these two Bruno cards, the one that you wanted to do is this one. And I'll put him in there because it was pretty decent. And then this one I'll just put in middle. Just because there were one good card and one bad card. Same with this Pedro guy. But yeah, if you did this Bruno, you were clear. Moving on to the Joneses, I'm going to put them in the same one as well. Even though I've tried this one. And he's decent, he can bang a goal, but this is the one that you needed to do. He's very good in game. The price of the SBC was pretty expensive, but, you know, an 88 rated Curtis Jones card could link him to so many people as well. Now, Bundesliga Player of the Month, Stindl, Stinky, no pace. Sancho, Haaland, I'll put in 50-50, just because they've both got better cards. Simple as. Lewandowski, I'll put him in the middle as well. I'm pretty sure he's a little bit expensive, and again, he's got better cards. I'm pretty sure there's an inform rated 93, but not a lot of people did him as well. Andre Silva and Kramaric, I'm going to put him in 50-50 as well. No, I'll put Kramaric on the edge. No, I'll put them both on the edge actually. Now, this Aspas card, I know a lot of people did him, and he were half decent in game. He scored a few past me, I can't lie. For the price of the SBC, I wouldn't have done him. But I know he's half decent in game. And Yasiri, or whatever you pronounce his name as. Yep, Dogwater just got... Yeah, he's just buttered, boys. Now, Fatty, he loves a goal off of the bench. He does love a goal off the bench. I will give him that. I did do him at the start of the game. And I'm going to pair him with João Felix, actually. Just because they're just both class for the price of the SBC, boys. This Felix card was meta for a long, long time. Now, this Messi, I'm going to put him in 50-50. Because it was expensive. But it's a very, very good card. Very, very good card. Just because of the price of the SBC. That's just the main reason. Orzabal, I'm going to pair him with En Nasseri just because of, you know, he's 88 rated, but no one's doing him, are they? Let's be honest. Now, I know this Bamba card, moving on to the La Liga, League and Player of the Month. I'm going to put him in on the edge just because he's got a better card in his headliner. And it was quite expensive, this Player of the Month. So I'm going to leave him there. And then, I don't know how you pronounce his name, but I think it's Bokaya or something. 50-50. It was very cheap, but he's got an half-decent card in game. For managerial masterpiece, very, very naughty thing to do. The lot, bottom, not needs to be said about him. Same with Nian and this geezer, don't know how to pronounce his name. But yeah, they're all going in bottom, boys. And with Dominic Calvert-Lewin on the edge, just because he was good at the start of the game. I know a lot of people did him. But at the start of the game, a month later, he's going to be useless. No, we'll do Mbappe, actually. I'll put him on the edge, just because I know he's 92 rated. It was very expensive, same as Messi. Do you know what? I'll pair him, actually. I'll pair him with Messi, just because they were both very similar price, but I know Mbappe is a cheat code in-game. So, well, you know Mbappe, boys. There's not much need to be said. But with the Player of the Month, again, you gotta weigh up the pros and cons against this card, how expensive it were. Now, Bruno, I'll put the 91 on the edge and then the 92 on 50-50, because I know a lot of people did the 92 and he's just very good in game. And then same with Gundogan, he's got an 86 and then an 88. His 88 was very decent. I don't think I completed him, and I don't think it was that expensive to complete as well. But I wish you could, like this, I wish you could put this Gundogan into this Gundogan, the 86 into the 88. And it'd just be so... I wish it'd just be more cheap. Now, this Son, I'm going to put him on the edge just because of how expensive it were. I think it was a month after Dominic Calvert-Lewin. It was just so expensive for the start of the game. You know, a lot of people don't have that sort of coins that early on. And it was just so expensive to complete. But he's a very good card in game. Don't know if this were an SBC or an objective. I'm pretty sure I think you were an SBC. But if you were, I don't think it'd be, you know, too expensive. So I'll put him on the edge just because people can use him in Silver Stars. You can use him in Silver Stars being a 74 rated. And I'm pretty sure you got the record for the longest goal in Bundesliga history. I'm pretty sure. Villarreal on the edge as well. Just because he's a... No, I'll boost him at 1. I've played against him in game. He's very good. I will give him that. He's very good in game. I think he got a weak foot upgrade, I'm pretty sure. And he was like a good right mid in the Bundesliga for a while. So there you go. Denier mudded just because he got an inform like the week after. Same rated and better overall stats, I'm pretty sure. And again, I'm pairing him with this guy. Don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Malong. But no one did him, man. Now Talisca, we're gonna boost him up here. He's a bit of a baller with a finesse shot trait. He's a very good card to complete with how expensive he were at the start of the game. Inaki Williams as well. I think you could actually pick these, and I don't know where the other one is. You could actually pick him for a different one. I think the other one was like a strike. I think like a centre mid. I can't remember. But you could pick one with more dribbling and less pace and less shooting, or more shooting, more pace and less dribbling. But if you went for the one with more dribbling, which was the better one, I'm pretty sure, you could just put 100 on him and it'd be an overall better card. Now, the two Bender brothers, we're going to put them in that class just because of the principle of the SBC. You know, it's two brothers getting two special cards. It's a triple link. And the right back, a lot of people used him in centre back. And with the amount of pace he bloody had on him, obviously, you know, if you're going to complete both of them, it's very expensive. But, you know, in return, you've got two very good cards. I did do this Rooney card. But I'm going to put him in that class just because he was very good. But for me, with how expensive he were, I'm putting him in that class just because it was just so expensive, and I just don't think he performed. Like, I didn't know whether to play him centre mid, cam, or striker. I played him in 3 positions near enough every weekend, and I just couldn't find a sweet spot for him. So he just went into an SBC, boys. Coquelin, I did him. To be honest with you, I'm putting him on edge because he were half decent, but like a week after, he just weren't around the curve. Herman the German, Dogwater, Lamar. I'm putting him there as well. Nobody's doing him, boys. You can just buy Usman Dembele, stick him on left. McTominay, I'm putting him on the edge just because he was decent when he got his upgrade. But again, not a lot of people did him. But I have played with him on somebody else's account, and he does win the ball back. Milner, I'm putting him at the bottom with Rudiger, and then Zinchenko, I'm putting him in 50. No. I'm putting him in 50-50 because, again, I do live stream a lot, and I do have a lot of City fans, and they're saying that they use him in CDM, and he's a very good card. So if you're pairing up with Tavernier in CDM, 2 good CDMs, you know what I mean? I know they're both fullbacks, but it's kind of the meta of the game at the moment, isn't it? Now, Kleiber and Marlon, I did this Kleiber. It was very class for a long time. Marlon, I'm going to put him in on the edge. Like, there's just so many better cards you can use. I know a lot of people liked him, but it's my preference. But the Kleiber, moving on to him, with how expensive he was, you could actually link him to the Robin, which is here. Wow. Yeah. Put it this way, boys. I wish I didn't put him into an SBC, but we got Prime Kakarout out of it. So the trade-off, you know, for me personally, worth it. And how long I've used Kleiber, we move. Now, Boateng, I'm going to put him in that class because I've come up against him. He's decent, but he was very expensive, I'm pretty sure. But I just didn't complete him. I wouldn't have got chem to him. But this Busquets, I'm gonna. A lot of these player moments cards were actually half decent, boys. I can't lie to you. But this Busquets, I'm pretty sure got like plus 15 pace. If you put a shadow on him, it was a very good CDM. You could link him to Player of the Month Messi. There's so many cards you could link him to in game, boys. He was very decent for the price. Now the Dembele card, I'm gonna put him on the edge, on 50-50. Sorry, just because, you know, he's half decent. You know, I don't know how much you're paying for him, but still, there's just better people you can use. Depay, I'm going to put him down here just because I'm pretty sure he's got an inform that's better, and I don't really see anybody with him. I'm pretty sure he was quite expensive. Doherty, I'm putting him in 50-50 because it was a little bit expensive, but there are only a few cards you can link him to. And I think that's what brought him down a little bit, because I would have put him in that class, but you just can't really link him up, man. And this Dos Santos, for a long time, he was the card to bring on at half-time in Champs, and he would bloody run the show. I lost a few games to this card. Now, Dybala, you only did this card if you did Ronaldo. Personally, that's the only reason I see you doing him, this Dybala card. It was very good. I did end up using him in an SBC. Got Miroslav Klose. We don't want to talk about it. But I weren't really going to use Dybala ever again. And we're 91 rated. Like I say, you use him, if he was decent and you needed him for an SBC, whack him in. We move. Forsberg, very expensive, very bad card. There's so many better people than him. Kurzawa, again, a good link if you play a 4-3-3. Put him left back. Mbappe centre mid. You're cooking with gas, aren't you? You're an half decent card. No else to be said. Muller, I'm gonna put him on the edge. I wish Muller got a better card, or they could just give him more pace. But with the price you're paying for this SBC card, if you're playing the game for fun, which you're supposed to do, I would have bumped him up. But I just don't see a lot of people using him. And yeah, again with the price of the card, it's just the payoff isn't there for me. Where's Morgan? I'm gonna put him up here because for Managerial Masterpiece, he's a bloody baller for like 20k. I think you're in an SBC for 12 hours. So if you missed out on him, it is an L. But yes, I'm just gonna leave him up there. He's a top dog. Now Oxlade-Chamberlain, I'm gonna put him at the bottom. If you did him, you need your brain cells checking, boys. Rabiot, I'm gonna put him in 50-50. Again, he can link to Mbappe, Ronaldo. Playing moments, Dybala. Stones, he's pretty decent, but he's falling behind meta at the moment. Obviously, a lot of people are using fullback centre back. With 77 pace, it's not what you want, but I do. In game, he does feel pretty class. He's got very long legs. Say that with what you want it, but yes, he's pretty decent. Now, if you did this Felipe Anderson SBC card, I don't know what you were thinking, but you've got a bit of balls about you because he's very decent at the moment. I'm going to put him in that class because if you did him, well, you got yourself like an 88 rated card now. With Herrera 50-50, if he kept going through the Champions League and he got a better card, I probably would have still used him to this day. But nah, a lot better cards came out. Same with Isco. If you did this card, I don't know what you were thinking, but they've got to these, I think it's semis or quarters. But yeah, they're playing Chelsea, and I'm pretty sure it's like a 90-odd rated card. I'm putting him in 50-50 because he's good rating at the moment, but if you did him, I don't know what you were thinking. Mason Mount, I'm going to put him in 50-50, 3-star weak foot. For me, if you're using a cam, I want 5 or 4-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. And it was decent price as well. Sandro, I'm just going to put him down here. Not really needed. You can just buy Mendy for 20k. I know it's, oh, you're using Mendy, but he's cheap. He's good, he's good meta and whatnot. Leroy Fer, my bum fiddle. What a fucking player he is. He scored 6. Well, he didn't score 6. Bino scored 6 on the day his SPC card got released, I'm pretty sure. So that's a dub. Vendel, again, I don't know what you're thinking. Rafinha, I'm going to put him in 50-50 just because he didn't get upgraded. He's a very good card. Malquay, I'm just putting him at bottom, boys. No, I'll put him on the edge because he's a good Serie A card, but he's just not needed. Then Armstrong, I'm going to put him in the old Nats class because I know a lot of people did like him. But boys, I'm pretty sure that and follow Foot Predictions on Twitter, boys. I'm pretty sure he's the guy who made it. So if you want to do this for yourself, I'll put it in the description. The link for the tier list, Foot Predictions Twitter, and Danny Arons' video. So there you go, boys. That is my overall tier list. If you don't have a go at me, it's just my prediction. I've just kind of run through it a little bit quick. If you want to see more tier lists or play review cards, just let me know. There's no harm in letting me know. Thank you for watching. I know it's a bit all over the place. It might not be cut properly and whatnot, but I just want to try and make more videos. So yeah, if you did like it, leave a like. I don't know. Tell a friend to watch it or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, again, if you want more videos like this, just let us know, boys. Okay, see you in a bit.